definitely want to hear more about Fantastic Fest and see if there's anything else for me to watch.
Well, now we have Claire here to talk about a movie she watched that also premiered at the festival. So let's hear it, Claire.
Hey, sneak peekers. Just like Emily, I am so fortunate to have the opportunity to attend Fantastic Fest and explore so many great films. I have just one question for you all, though. What would you do if you were plagued by a mysterious force every day, but nobody believed you when you called for help? This is the exact predicament that Molly experiences in Knocking by Swedish director Frida Kempf, one of the films from Fantastic Fest that has kept my mind churning since its premiere last Friday. Following the death of her partner, Molly is admitted to a psychiatric hospital and spends an unspecified yet harrowing amount of time there. Despite still being haunted by flashbacks of the tragic moments of her partner's death, which audiences get a glimpse of in Knocking's opening scene, Molly is discharged from the hospital in hopes of returning to a normal life, at least one as normal that could be despite her recent loss. She takes some steps to liven up her daily routine, from buying loads of fresh fruit to adjust to a healthy diet, to decorating her less than homey apartment with new plants. But one evening, after caving in and calling her partner's old phone number to hear her voice message on the voicemail, Molly's routine gets completely turned on its head. A knocking at her apartment ceiling coming from a mysterious neighbor on the floor above. After questioning all of the residents living on that floor, Molly is immediately dismissed and faced with comments insinuating that she's insane. However, the knocking persists, and Molly continues to be the only apparent one that can hear it. The audience sees Molly endure nights upon nights of sleepless moments where this knocking quite literally drives her to insanity. From searching up how to listen to Morse code and decipher what the knocks mean, to consistently disturbing her upstairs neighbors, Frida Kempf does an eerily beautiful job of keeping the audience on their feet and questioning every little detail of each scene. Who or what is behind this knocking? Is there actually a knocking at her ceiling, or is this all in Molly's imagination? What really did happen or did not happen in these scenes we see as the audience? These are all questions I found myself asking until the very last moments of the film, and I assure that you'll be asking yourselves these same questions. Many current reviews of Knocking have critiqued Kempf on the reveal behind what the knocking really is, or isn't, claiming that it was drawn out too much and making the film painfully slow. However, I would argue the opposite. Each successive scene left me begging for more and allowed me to entertain myself by coming up with my own theories of what the knocking truly was before the grand reveal. I also can't help but applaud Cecilia Malocho, who portrayed Molly, for her truly captivating performance, pulling the audience in through her expressive facial expressions and impeccable betrayal of how it feels to be completely lost. Overall, I would give Knocking a solid 7.5 out of 10 and would definitely recommend checking it out when it's released digitally on October 19th.